Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. I'm getting signal. We getting signal. Alright. What's good, y'all? It's Sean Peter Blumfgott. Aye. And we back. We back with another reaction video. Today we will be reacting to another video from Ohara, or I call him Ohara, but it's Arthur, the Library of Ohara. But and this video's title is "The Biggest One Piece Theory Ever Created: The True Story." And I haven't really seen any of it. I don't know what he's going to be talking about. It could be something completely different. I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. Haven't even peeked at any. Probably seen like 2 seconds, and that's when I searched or found the video. But before we get into that, make sure you show some love and like the stream. Hold on, my light acting weird. All right, make sure you show some love and like the stream. Get a stream a like. And if you haven't already subscribed, I will be doing a giveaway to my subscribers once we reach the goal of 50 subscribers. Once I reach that goal of 50 subscribers, I will be doing a giveaway to all my subscribers once we get there. And it will be a straw hat pirate flag. I have 2. I'll be giving 2 away. So, and the details of how the giveaway will be I will discuss those details after we reach the 50 subscriber mark. But so make sure you subscribe if you want that chance. Anyway, make sure you follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram at Blumfgott. All my links will be in the description. I have a link to my Facebook, the One Piece Facebook group, One Piece Discord. I'm building a community, a One Piece community, and be a part of it. But anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes, because this is a 30-minute. The video itself is about 33 minutes. So, and I know I'm going to have to stop a few times to talk about it. So let's get to it. All right. We're going here on YouTube. Let's go. Let me make sure this video is getting... I had to make sure I was getting signal, make sure you guys could hear it.
人の夢、人々が自由の答えを求める限り、それらは決してとどまることはない。おい、海賊王！あんたは手に入れたんだろ？あの伝説の大秘宝！貴様、黙れ！あの一つなぎの大秘宝！ワンピースをよ
What is the One Piece? Eiichiro Oda's lifelong masterwork, One Piece, is a grand epic that millions and millions of people all across the globe have enjoyed and loved for the past 24 years. It's a tale that has shaped and changed lives, delivered so much joy, connected so many people together, and given birth to a whole new world of endless adventure. And yet, even after all those years, there is one question that every single reader has asked themselves at least once. Just what does One Piece even mean? The start of the series makes it very clear that One Piece is the name of the treasure that the Pirate King, Goldie Roger, left behind on the final island of the Grand Line. It's our main goal, the one thing the main characters chase after for the entire series. The story is called One Piece because it's all about the search for this treasure. In that regard, this series could not have a more fitting name. But can we really say that when we don't even know what it means? 24 years ago, the mangaka king Eiichiro Oda presented the world with one of the biggest puzzles in the history of fiction, the mystery of the One Piece. His words encouraged people all across the world to unravel this mystery, with millions of fans making it to the net to speculate.
All right, y'all. I kind of had my I had my mic muted, but I didn't really say much with my mic muted. I think I read a few of the stuff that he put up, but I don't know why I had my mic muted. That's weird.
Theorize and search for an answer to this incredible enigma. Oda has left so many clues, so many little hints, and I believe that he has left enough of them for someone to legitimately discover what the One Piece is. The pieces of the puzzle are all there, but this puzzle is simply too complicated to put together. The clues are so far spread out, so vaguely contextualized, and so dastardly hidden that to actually understand it all and be able to piece this massive puzzle together into one piece would be a Herculean task, to the point that in all of its years of publication, no one has yet managed to find a definitive answer. And because of that, we still cannot grasp why it holds such important narrative relevance and why it would make so much sense as the title of the series. In its 24 years of serialization, much like the 24 years that have passed within the series since Roger was first executed, no one has yet been able to crack this mystery. Sure, maybe someone made some lucky guess or caught on to some thread, that is statistically unavoidable, but to actually understand and prove what the treasure is without a shadow of a doubt, to get what the One Piece is and why it makes so much sense, it would take hundreds or no, even thousands of hours of research, years of studying, rereading and analyzing every little detail in the series, to overlook nothing and to connect every piece together, something that no rational person would ever devote to a fictional story. But I did it. For as silly as it may sound, I've always been drawn to this dream, to be the first man to ever uncover.
To say you found out what the One Piece is a very bold statement. That's a very bold statement. You know, because I have my theory on what the One Piece is, and I'll probably I've said it before. I'll repeat it. You know, maybe closer to the end, or unless I find a part in there that kind of, you know, segs into my theory, and it's kind of like, you know, it like segs into me talking about my theory. Then I might say it then, but I'm gonna probably try to hold off and give my theory on what the One Piece is after the video, you know. But if there's like a good opportunity in the middle of the video for me to give that theory, I'll do so.
What the One Piece is. To do something that no one has ever achieved before. Not for the wealth, fame, or power, but because it is simply my dream. In May of 2016, at age 17, I declared that I would set out to find the mystery of the One Piece. And it took a lot longer than I thought. It took me 5 years, thousands and thousands of hours of research, countless rereads of the manga, studying every single page, every data book, every interview with Oda, even going as far as learning Japanese. But as much as I'd love to tell you right away what it is, you probably wouldn't quite understand it without the right context. I need to explain why it makes logical sense in the grander narrative. And because of that,
you got it, folks. The One Piece is a giant banana. That is indeed what the One Piece is, a giant banana. No, I don't think that's serious. I don't think he really. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe he, maybe that is gonna be the theory that it's a giant banana, but that's pretty funny. I don't think that's what it's gonna be.
I need to establish what the grander narrative is. After all, the One Piece was created by someone for a purpose, for a reason. And it's understanding those things that will give us the context necessary to understand the One Piece itself. Rather than aimlessly guessing what the treasure could be, I set out to solve every other mystery so that they would all lead me to this final answer, to the point where I would logically understand what it is. So to tell you what the One Piece is, I will unearth all of the lost history. This means finding an answer to almost every major secret in the story, understanding what happened during the Void Century, what was this immense kingdom that Clover spoke of, who was this individual Joy Boy whose name has been echoed across the ages, who are the weapons that were named after gods that seemingly had the power to change the world, who are the fated few who bear the D initial, and what does it stand for, what is this inherited will that is weaved across the ages, and in the end, who is it that will bring all of this together? All of this is what will give us the answer to what One Piece is. There are a lot of mysteries to keep track of, and this will be a very long journey, but what we really need is fundamentally the answers to 4 central questions. It's understanding the solution to these questions that will give us all the necessary pieces to complete this puzzle. In a sense, you could consider these 4 questions to be the 4 road poneglyphs of our journey. Over these upcoming dives into the truths of the world, I invite you to join me as my crew in the search for answers to the ends of the world, to seek together these 4 road poneglyphs, these 4 big answers to find our way to the One Piece. If you're not ready to take this journey yet, then that is fine. Perhaps you might come to a different understanding of it by the end by taking this journey yourself. But if you wish to see the truth of the world, if you wish to join me on this journey and to see it through to the end with me, then join me. Become my crewmate, and let's set sail on this adventure to the ends of the world. Because I promise you, what you will see at the end is something so unbelievable, so incredible, that once you're done, all you will be able to do is laugh.
That was a very dramatic build. It was good though. I like it.
So, without further ado, let us chart our path in this journey. Our objective is to locate these 4 road poneglyphs, the 4 answers we need to lead us to the One Piece. These are the 4 central questions that we need to answer. Number 1. Who is it that created the One Piece? What type of person were they to drive them to create such a treasure and leave it behind? Number 2. Why did they create the One Piece? For what purpose did they create the treasure? What was their goal that led them to create the One Piece? Number 3. How did they know someone would find the One Piece? If they left it behind and knew someone would eventually find it, how did they know that would happen? And number 4. Who will eventually find the One Piece? Who will it be that will finally use the One Piece in the right way?
For that answer, I think it would probably be both Luffy and Blackbeard. But I think Blackbeard might actually find it as well. I think they might, or he might be the closest. He might be the closest to finding it that's not named Luffy. I think Luffy, of course, will find it. But I think Blackbeard is probably going to be the closest other person if he doesn't find it as well.
These 4 questions at first glance might have relatively simple answers, but it's a lot less about finding the answers and more about properly understanding the meaning behind each of them. It's thoroughly understanding each of these subjects that will give us the answers we seek. So let us not waste any more time. Let's set sail and begin our search for these 4 road poneglyphs to find our way to the One Piece. Let us connect all these missing mysteries and weave together the true history. Our adventure begins here. This project will be subdivided into a total of 8 videos, 9 if you count this prologue. Across these 8 episodes, we will be tackling each of the major mysteries that will lead us to the answers we seek. First up on the table is episode 1, which will establish the main idea and concept after which this entire theory is built upon. And then, after that, we'll go through the history of the world in chronological order to tackle each and every major mystery one by one. all culminating into the final episode about the One Piece. You'll be able to find all episodes and the release dates linked in the description of any of the episodes, so you can easily use the description to watch them in the correct order. While you can watch any episode in any order as each focuses on a self-contained mystery, it is highly recommended that you watch all 8 episodes in chronological order for the best experience. Now, to start things off, episode 1 was actually already released several months ago, as I decided to create it ahead of all other episodes as a special preview. You can still go on my channel and watch the original video, however, for your convenience and to make things less confusing, I decided to trim down the episode and have included it within this video so you can experience it more easily. Even if you have previously watched this video in the past, I'd still recommend to keep watching in order to refresh your mind, as many of the points made in this first episode will prove very important down the line. So with that, please keep in mind that the remainder of this video is all stuff I had made back in January of 2021, which helps set a lot of things and concepts for the rest of this project. Let us begin with episode 1 of...
Okay, so from what I'm getting, what I'm getting is this whole theory that he has is going to be breaking up to different episodes, right? And this specific video is going to be setting up for everything else and is going to give us the first episode. So he's basically re-giving us the first episode, I guess, in a more condensed version, I'm assuming. And in order to continue with the theory, we will have to wait for the other episodes as well. So, you know, just kind of for the sake of things, I might actually follow his, I might actually follow this. And we can do more reaction videos to the other videos. You know, see where it all leads, I guess. See where it all leads. So let's go ahead.
Of the true history.
One Piece は実在する!
Episode 1, baby. Luffy's True Dream. The video is the first episode in an 8-part video series about all the secrets in the world of One Piece. It is recommended to watch all 8 videos in order for maximum enjoyment, but it isn't required to enjoy the video, so you can still watch ahead if you want. All episodes will be linked in order in the description.
In chapter 1000 of One Piece, there was a particularly interesting scene where Ace accidentally revealed to Yamato what Luffy had told him lies at the end of his dream. For those that do not recall what this scene is referencing, it's referring to a scene from chapter 585, where, after Ace made a declaration that he would prove his life having meaning, Luffy made his own declaration in front of Ace and Sabo. The camera cuts from that scene, not allowing us to hear what Luffy said, only seeing Ace and Sabo reacting. Most people back then thought it was just Luffy declaring he would be Pirate King, just like he declared to Shanks, but some people already found it out back then that Luffy's sentence was cut, making them think he perhaps said something else. This was further hinted at in chapter 966, where Roger ended up saying the same thing to Oden and Whitebeard. We had no full official confirmation that it was the exact same thing, but the layout of the scene, even down to the bandages on Whitebeard and Oden, made it very clear that Oden was paralleling the two scenes and indicating that Roger...
If you look at the two scenes, you got the Band-Aid over Oden, Band-Aid over Sabo, who's sitting on the left side of the screen, and then you got right side where Whitebeard and both Ace have a patch, like a patch on their head. And you kind of see the correlation to Ace and Whitebeard because Ace was under Whitebeard. I guess there's really no correlation to Sabo and Oden, at least as far as we know. Maybe there could be a correlation that we might find out later. I don't know, but Ace and Whitebeard has that correlation. So them being on the right kind of makes sense. Then they both have the bands. But you can also say that Whitebeard was Oden's brother, or Odin was Whitebeard's brother, right? Because when Odin joined the crew, when Odin joined Whitebeard's crew, you know, Whitebeard kind of looked like, hey, bro, I don't see you as one of my subordinates. You're more of a brother to me. As far as everybody else under Whitebeard were his sons, but Odin was the brother, and then with Sabo, like Sabo was Ace's brother, you know. So, you know, I don't know. And that's not to say, you know, I mean that's about the only connection I could give Odin and Sabo. They're both the brothers to Whitebeard and Ace, and then you look at Luffy, who is kind of Goldie Roger almost, you know. He's the one saying it. He's the one making this declaration.
Had said the same thing that Luffy originally said to Ace and Sabo. And Chapter 1000 outright confirms it, with Yamato claiming that Ace's statement lines up with the record that Odin left in his logbook of what Roger said. And it also confirms that his statement is not something as generic as, I want to be the Pirate King, because Ace claims that this is a goal at the end of Luffy's dream. Since Luffy's dream is quite obviously to be Pirate King, this is a goal that Luffy considers he can only achieve after he becomes the Pirate King. And if anything, this might be hinting at the fact that Luffy can only achieve this dream, or only wants to achieve this dream, after he becomes the Pirate King. This also lines up with something that was said at Sabaody, where in a flashback of Rayleigh, Shanks told him that Luffy uttered the same exact words that Roger once said as well, causing Rayleigh to develop an interest in Luffy. Since Luffy never really said anything else that matched with something Roger said, it's possible that Luffy told Shanks the same thing he told Ace and Sabo during a scene off-screen, because it's something that he always wanted to do, and that Shanks is referring to this very same statement when he was talking to Rayleigh. But then, what is this goal that lies at the end of Luffy's dream? What could it be? Something that Whitebeard considered downright childish? Something that causes people to laugh? Something that sounds so ridiculous that only someone like Luffy or Roger could claim? Well, as a matter of fact, while Oda does not outright reveal it in this chapter, Chapter 1000 might already give us a direct answer to what this goal is.
What up, Shane? He said, Shane says that's some water or something good in that cup. Man, it's just water, man. I don't drink like that, bro. I don't drink alcohol. I mean, I do, but I'm not gonna be drink. I don't want to drink on stream. I'll try to, be clear-headed. But nah, it's just water, bro. It's just water.
However, to understand that answer, we need to understand Chapter 1000 on a deeper and more fundamental level than one lies at the surface, because Chapter 1000 is a chapter about Luffy and the wheel he inherited through Ace. This is something that has been established since the very start of the Wano arc. From the very beginning, the arc opened with the story of Otama, a little girl whom Ace had made a promise with. Ace had shipwrecked onto the shores of Kuri, befriended the locals, and promised to take down Kaido in their favor. However, after Ace's death, Tama struggles to coming to terms with this, and yet it's in Luffy that she manages to find what she admired about Ace before. Just in the same way that Ace had once made a promise to help Tama not to starve, Luffy makes that very same promise to her so many years later. And this plotline is continued later in Onigashima, where a very important figure would tie with this plot. This would be none other than Yamato, who had once met Ace many years ago, and later would also come to meet Luffy. Originally, Yamato waited for Ace to come back to one day set out to sea, but in
Shane said, just playing with you. I'm gonna watch with you this dope video. Yeah, it's interesting so far. He said he know the secret to the One Piece, so I'm trying to learn this secret as well. Honestly, like I'm curious. Down he breaks it down in different videos. This is just part one, I guess. So yeah, we're not going to find out what the One Piece is just yet, but maybe through this video series we will find out what the One Piece is. That's a very bold claim that he made, though, to say he finally know what the One Piece is. So I just want to hear him out, and then eventually in the future we could see if this theory is true indeed.
the end, Ace would never make it back. Yamato had read in Oden's logbook that someday someone would come and lead a new generation of pirates, just as Oden had told Toki a new generation of pirates would make their way into the New World 20 years after Oden's death, and would help inherit his will to open the borders of the Wano country. And Yamato firmly believed that this person was in fact originally Ace, much like how many others, such as Sengoku, also similarly believed that Ace would be the man to lead a new generation of pirates in the future, the exact same generation that Oden mentioned in his journal. But Yamato had realized that this was not the case. As we sadly saw it happen ourselves, Ace was not the person who would lead this new generation, as he would tragically lose his life in the Battle of Marineford. But
he talks about Ace being the one to lead the new generation of pirates, which I don't think that was the case. Like, I don't know why people would think that. Why anybody? Because Ace became you could say Ace became a follower. He followed Whitebeard. So if he's following, he can't really be leading a generation. Ace's goal was to make Whitebeard the king of the pirates. You know what I'm saying? Like that was Ace's goal. It wasn't to lead to be the king of the pirates or to lead the new generation of pirates. As far as what we see from Luffy, though, Luffy never wanted to be a follower. You know, Luffy's goal was to have his own crew, to be the leader of his own crew, to be the leader of the pirates, you know, the king of the pirates. And like we noticed that. We even seen Ace talk about like, hey, you know, he tells Luffy in Alabasta, like, my goal is to make Whitebeard the king of the pirates. I'm sorry I can't help you. Even Luffy said, hey, join my crew. And I think Ace even asked Luffy if he wanted to join the Whitebeard pirates, but Luffy refused. You know, he's like, look, bro, I'm no man, I'm no person, I'm no follower to nobody. Where we see Ace, he did become a follower. So, you know, and I'm not saying, you know, they say a good leader knows how to be a good follower, which is true, but Ace's goal was never to be in that leadership position. You know what I'm saying? His goal was to almost enhance Whitebeard, you know, to put Whitebeard on the podium as the leader of the pirates. You know, and you could say something, I guess you could argue that, you know, he was going to take Whitebeard's place and eventually lead the pirates, you know, because Whitebeard was a dying old man. But, you know, you know, he's still kind of, I seen him as a person who latched on to another successful person. And whereas Luffy was always like, look, I am going to be king, so I would never, I guess, lower myself to be a follower to anybody else. You know, so and there's other pirates that are like that as well, you know, that you could put in that position. But like you could say Kid could be a candidate to that as well. But as far, you know, I'm just kind of speaking on Ace being the leader of the new generation. Shane says it has to be Luffy. He has always been a leader aside the time with Sabo and Ace. Yeah, but even when he was with Sabo and Ace, like I agree with you. But even when he was with Sabo and Ace, you know, they were brothers. You know, they kind of were like equals in that position. He was never. I mean, you could kind of say he followed them, but he always had ambitions to be at the top, whereas Ace didn't have that ambition. You know, I don't think Ace even believed he should be in that position. So that's that.
Just as Whitebeard had put it, just like inherited will, such dreams are things that will never cease to be. At that point, Yamato had realized that Ace was not the one meant to change the world, but instead realized that the one who would do so would be someone else entirely. And who would that person be? Why, it's obvious, because even Ace himself said it. While he was certainly in a league of his own, the number one toughest pirate in this new generation would be his little brother. And it's at that point,
right,
particularly when Ace mentioned the gold that lied at the end of Luffy's dream,
that
Yamato had realized Ace had been right all along. The man who Yamato had been waiting for all these years, the one who had proclaimed that same exact dream that Roger once proclaimed to Oden, was in fact Monkey D. Luffy. And this is what finally explains the full title of Chapter 1000. At first glance, Chapter 1000's
Straw Hat
title appears to
Luffy.
be quite simple. Straw Hat Luffy. A simplistic but effective title. But what if I told you that's not the true full title of the chapter? Because the covers of Chapter 999 and Chapter 1000 were both half covers to a larger color spread included in separate Shonen Jump issues. So if the covers can be combined to make one unique cover, then the titles can as well. And so combining the title of Chapter 999 and Chapter 1000, we get the full true title of Chapter 1000. The Sake Brewed While Waiting for You, Straw Hat Luffy. The one speaking this title is actually Yamato. You wouldn't be able to tell this in English, but in Japanese this is indicated by the use of the Kimi pronoun, which is used by Yamato in Japanese.
And to also add, if you look at Chapter 1, I think Chapter 1 was I think the title of that was, correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody got like the manga app, you know, and could pull it up, look up Chapter 1 and tell me what the title was. Let me know if I'm right, but I think the Chapter 1 was Monkey D. Luffy, or I Am Monkey D. Luffy, or something of that caliber. So Chapter 1000 was Straw Hat Luffy. Chapter 1 was Monkey D. Luffy, I think. Let me know. But yeah. But I never even really looked at combining those two chapters, you know.
And so it means that this is Yamato has been brewing sake while waiting for Luffy. Just as we saw with Ace in Chapter 1000, Yamato wants to exchange sake with Luffy.
Okay. And you know what happens when they exchange sake? That means, it pretty much mean like, you know, like that's how Luffy and Sabo and Ace kind of stamped their brotherhood, their crew, like they're almost like a family, a crew. It basically said they were family. And then you look at like all the other Straw Hats, you know, they exchange their sake or whatever. They drink, you know, they make a toast. Like when Jinbei came back to Wano, you know, the first thing they was like, hey, we gotta, you know, exchange sake. So if Yamato exchanges sake with Luffy, that might, you know, that might be that foreshadow that we get that Yamato is indeed gonna be another Straw Hat. You know, because if she wants to, if what he's saying about the two titles being Yamato saying I want to exchange sake with Straw Hat Luffy, then yeah. So hold on, I'm kind of looking up now, and I kind of want to see what the title is to I kind of want to see that it was indeed. So yeah, the sake I brewed to drink with you. That was the title of that. And then when we go to Chapter 1, because I do want to, God dang, bro, I do want to see. I want to see what Chapter 1 was, just to get it right. Chapter 1 was, okay, I was wrong. It's Romance Dawn. I thought it was I Am Luffy though. Maybe that's Chapter 2. I thought it was Monkey D. Luffy. Okay, Chapter 2. I was wrong. Okay, so Chapter 2 is They Call Me Straw Hat Luffy. You know, so yeah, I was wrong. It was Chapter 2, not Chapter 1. But yeah, so, but like I was saying, if Yamato and if Luffy wants to exchange cups, then that might mean that Yamato is indeed going to be a Straw Hat. And if that is the case, I am pretty yeah, Shane said name is Romance Dawn. Yeah, I just looked it up. So but yeah, so Chapter 2 is I Am Straw Hat Luffy or something like that. But yeah, let's continue with the video. It's gonna be, what is Luffy's true goal?
Okay, but you might say, Arthur, all this stuff is really cool, but what the heck does it have to do with Luffy's true goal? Are we going off topic? Well, first of all, we get there when we get there, shut up. Second of all, well, you see, Luffy and Ace's relationship is such a fundamental element of Chapter 1000, and it's the original start of their bond that reveals to us the key clue to understanding what Luffy's dream really is. Let's go back to the original scene. The one that started it all. Luffy telling Ace and Sabo the goal at the end of his dream. Think about it again. What happens before Luffy makes this proclamation? Ace makes his own. And it's not the same proclamation that Roger had made, but something completely unique and different, to give meaning to his life.
I know I want to stop it, but he's talking about Luffy's true goal, right? Like, what did Luffy say? I feel as though I got an idea of what it might be. And I don't know for sure, but I'm always thinking, like, what's one thing Luffy loved doing? Like, this might seem stupid, but what do Luffy love doing? He loved having a big feast, right? He's always like at the end of every arc. What do we get? We get Luffy talking about, I want to have like a party. Let's party. Let's have a feast. Let's eat. Let's party. You know, we get that. It's like at the end of every arc, right? And so I think his main goal is to have like the world's biggest party, the world's biggest feast. Unite the world, right? Unite the world so he can have the biggest party. Like, as stupid as that might sound, because he even said Whitebeard, like, because Goldie Roger, if Goldie Roger said the same thing, he said that Whitebeard said that was childish, right? Like, Goldie Roger's ultimate dream was childish. And if it's the same thing that Luffy said, then you could easily say that that's a pretty childish ultimate goal to have the world's biggest party, the world's biggest feast or whatever. So that kind of, you know, the fact that it's childish and Whitebeard called Goldie Roger's dream childish, it kind of makes sense, honestly. And Shane said, he said, I feel like it's a huge party of some sort. Yes, exactly, right, exactly. And, you know, I think that might be Luffy's true goal, you know, and the best way to do that is to, you know, unite the world. How do you unite the world? You become Pirate King. Find the One Piece. The One Piece might be something to unite the world.
Which already indicated to us this duality between Luffy and Ace. Ace didn't want to do anything grand like change the world, but he simply wanted to...
I kind of wonder if he's going to say that, if that's his goal as well. I'm going to kind of rewind a little bit.
And it's not the same proclamation that Roger had made, but something completely unique and different, to give meaning to his life. Which already indicated to us this duality between Luffy and Ace.
Shane says, Wano banquet, and he said they would have with the samurai. I'm so ready for the banquet. It's going to be so nice once Wano is over. Yeah, you know, yeah. It's going to be pretty dope, but just imagine when the story's over, you know. If every arc ends in the banquet, the last arc is going to end with the biggest banquet we ever see, right? And that might be Luffy's ultimate goal, is to have the biggest banquet. Matter of fact, I'm kind of thinking this topic of what Luffy's goal, and if in the case that it's a huge banquet, right? What if the One Piece is something along the line as like a food source or something to feed the world, or something that's going to give them the biggest banquet, you know, like, I don't like, it's like the biggest storage of chairs or something and the biggest tables. I don't know. I'm kind of just joking right now, but yeah, let's get back to the video.
Ace didn't want to do anything grand like change the world, but he simply wanted to live a life he could be truly proud of. It wasn't his desire in the first place. I simply think that the world government and Whitebeard perhaps came to that conclusion first because of his bloodline being that of the Pirate King, and thinking that fate perhaps is bound by bloodline and all these things, yet it's possible they just had the wrong man this entire time, because the one to achieve this is Luffy, not because of some destined bloodline, but because it's his actual dream. Whitebeard similarly might have already realized before his death, and even the world government seems to be catching on and realizing that Luffy is a bigger piece in this whole thing. But going back to the original thing, the most important clue is not what comes before Luffy's proclamation, but what happens after. Because how does Ace react to Luffy's proclamation of his dream? What does Ace do after Luffy says that he wants to achieve this thing.
お前ら知ってるか杯を交わすと兄弟になれるんだ
兄弟本当かよ
Ace offers him a cup of sake.
Of sake.
Ace, Sabo, and Luffy
Sake,
all
sake.
decide to exchange sake cups as a symbol
The
of
biggest
brotherhood,
table and
a
chairs.
symbol
Exactly.
of friendship. Ace
The One Piece is really just a storage unit for it's a storage for the biggest party in the world. That's all. That's what the One Piece. Case closed. I solved it, guys. We could finish. We could end this video. There's no point in finishing this video. I just solved the mystery, y'all. I solved the mystery. The One Piece is the biggest storage for the biggest party ever. We're gonna have to. It's gonna have all the tables, all the chairs, all just a trillion cups so they could drink their sake. Probably a bunch of barrels full of sake that's aged, that's still aging. Maybe some food that is well preserved. I don't know. That's gonna be the One Piece, man. It's just everything you know for the biggest party in the world. To supply the whole world. That's all it is. That's all it is. But I'm just joking. Let's continue. I'm joking.
in a sense, was helping lay down the first step to Luffy's goal. Because the goal that lies at the end of his journey, the goal for Luffy after he finds the One Piece, is to exchange sake with people from all over the world. Or, to put it in better words, what Luffy said is, I want to throw the biggest party in the world. Or something along those lines.
What I say, man? See, me and Ohara right there, baby. We right there, baby. I didn't even think Ohara was gonna say that though, but kind of how he was laying things down, and I was kind of thinking about it, and I'm like, that would make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's a childish dream, but you see, we got Panda Man. If you see Panda Man right under Nekomamushi, of course they throw Panda Man in there. But yeah, it makes sense though. I could see that being the case.
I believe the goal at the end of Luffy's dream is to hold the biggest, grandest party in the entire world, to celebrate his victory with so many other people from all over the world, and to exchange drinks with them. Luffy, Ace, and Sabo laid that first step by exchanging cups of sake, and from that point onward, Luffy would always throw a party and share sake cups with those he forms a bond with, and after every accomplishment he achieved. To break it down, in this series, parties usually happen after one or two occasions. Either one, when a new Straw Hat joins, since Luffy wants to exchange sake in a bond of friendship with them, and at the end of almost every major arc after a big victory. This happens at the end of Arlong Park, at the end of Alabasta, Skypiea, Enies Lobby, Thriller Bark, Fishman Island, Punk Hazard, and so many others. One of the most important examples of these is Dressrosa, where the members of the Grand Fleet offer to exchange cups of sake with Luffy in a formal ceremony. However, Luffy complains against it because he feels it's too formal. Instead, he insists that they don't need such formalities and that they should just form a bond of friendship over something more natural, which is why right after that they just had to party together and exchange sake in a far more natural way to Luffy. These parties are something that bring people together. They get people from different races, beliefs, and factions together to celebrate hand in hand, abandoning hatred in favor of laughter. These parties bind, tie, and unite people together no matter where they're from. And that's why Luffy loves parties so much, because it's something that brings people together. I mean, ask yourself, what are the things that Luffy loves more than anything else? Well, you don't have to ask, because Oda already was asked. In the volume 82 of the SBS, Oda mentioned that Luffy's favorite activities are adventuring and partying. It is literally one of the things that Luffy loves the most in this entire world. Even within this arc, remember what Luffy said after Jinbe joined? He wants to wait on the party and wait until they defeat Kaido and Big Mom to celebrate their biggest party yet. And if the party after Onigashima is something that Luffy is looking forward to that much, then imagine just how massive the party at the end of Laugh Tale would be. If the party at the end of Skypiea was enough to unite all the races from the sky and make them stop waging war, then a party at the end of Laugh Tale could be capable of uniting the whole world. to put a stop to the segregation and division that has been present in the world for so many centuries, and uniting all races and all people as one. That's why Oda likes to always draw these parties. In several interviews, Oda has claimed that he really enjoys drawing parties and that some of his favorite scenes, however, are those of parties. Hell, Oda is even someone who loves parties just as much as Luffy and constantly throws parties at his own mansion with all of his friends and family. In fact, Oda claimed that he doesn't like to draw anything that would ruin the atmosphere to set a party. This is probably why he didn't do a party at the end of Marineford or Whole Cake Island because of Ace and Peter's deaths. The claim of, I want to throw the biggest party in the world is something that sounds so ridiculous, something so childish, that if you heard it, it would make you laugh.
He also didn't throw a party at the end of Sabaody, like after the crew split. I mean, because he lost his crew, of course. You know, and that was a very devastating moment. He didn't throw a party after Impel Down, but that's also because he was going to Marineford at the time. It was literally Impel Down leading into Marineford. So I'm not really going to count Impel Down because it's almost kind of like Enies Lobby. You could say the same thing about Enies Lobby, the first Enies Lobby when he went to I mean, I guess I didn't mean, I meant Water 7, the first Water 7. That's what I meant. So, but Water 7 and Enies Lobby is all kind of like the same arc, I guess. You know, it kind of falls together. When we talk about those two arcs, we kind of talk about them together. So, and there was a party at the end. It's kind of like was there? I know. Yeah, there was. So, you know, right before they left, you know, and then I think Akiji was there talking to Robin at that point. But yeah, so after every arc, but you know, even there's kind of minor arcs that lead, because Impel Down is an arc that leads into Marineford. Water 7, the first one, was the arc that led into Enies Lobby, and then Enies Lobby went back to Water 7. So you kind of say that's all one arc, one story arc. But yeah.
Like Whitebeard said, it's something that a little kid would say, something that sounds so silly, yet such a humble ambition to achieve for how grand of a man you'd have to become to carry it out. But for someone like Luffy, it's natural. He doesn't want to be a big pirate, he doesn't want to be someone who rules the world, he just wants to be free. He just wants to share his life with friends. That, at its core, is his true dream, just like he told Rayleigh, but at the end of it, he wants to do something that is so naive and childlike that is so fitting of his personality. And, in fact, we might even be able to deduce where Luffy got this theme from. From the very beginning, from chapter 1 of One Piece, one of the very first things we see in the chapter are the red hair pirates. Partying. Singing, laughing, drinking, and partying, all while Luffy looks at them in admiration. Shanks even tells them not to fill Luffy's head with crazy ideas, but Luffy is fascinated, both by their claims of how free pirates are, and how by one should just have fun and a good time and party. To just laugh, party with friends, and enjoy life. So, Luffy likely made this same declaration to Shanks that one day he would throw the biggest party in the world. And, in fact, that might be why Luffy declared to Shanks that he would become the Pirate King. Because becoming the Pirate King was the only rational way to achieve such a goal. That only as the Pirate King he could throw such a massive party. He tells Shanks he'll gather a crew better than his, one he can celebrate this party with, and that he will surpass him. Both the will of becoming the freest man in the world, to pursue the meaning of freedom, as Roger put it, and the wish to throw the biggest party in the world are the things that drove Luffy to pursue his dream today. Which is why, at Sabaody, Shanks told Rayleigh that Luffy said the same thing Roger once said, because Luffy had made that same declaration to him once in the past. And it makes sense, because Roger was also someone who loved to party. The very first thing that happened after Oden joined the Roger Pirates is participating in a party with the Roger Pirates, which threw away any tension and antagonism there was between them at first. It united them as friends. Across their journey to Laugh Tale, we see them singing and partying as they head there, and after all of it is over, Roger threw a massive party with his crew in chapter 968 to celebrate his achievement, once again exchanging drinks with all of them. Perhaps Roger was not able to accomplish this biggest party in the world like he had wished to, but at the very least he still threw a very big party. And so Luffy set out to sea to accomplish this same goal. This is something I felt like people have never paid enough attention to, but why else do you think that Luffy always insisted on having a musician from the very beginning? Is it just a gag, or is it because a musician is someone essential to a party? Because a song is the life of a party. And yet there is something even more fundamental to a party than a song. And it's the reason why this thing has been such a fundamental theme across the series. To explain this, I want to reference a scene from Stampede. Stampede is a very important movie because it hints at so many important things about the outcome of the story, many of which haven't even been revealed in the story yet. But something that struck out to me when I first watched this movie in 2019 when I traveled to see it in Japan was a scene where the antagonist of the movie, Douglas Bullet, claimed that relying on others is a weakness, and that the reason why Roger and Whitebeard were dragged down was due to wishing to defend others, believing that relying only on himself will allow him to become the strongest of all. This is a major theme of the movie for Bullet's motivations, and in a particular scene, he tells this to Luffy, telling him to get rid of weak people like Usopp because they would only drag him down. But Luffy replies to this not just enraged, but confused. He tells Bullet, "What the hell are you talking about? If I did get rid of others, then who would I have parties with? Are you an idiot?" To Luffy, the idea of getting rid of others seems so fundamentally absurd because without other people, you can't host a party. All by yourself, a party just isn't fun. Bullet laughed at this idea because who even cares about parties when you're talking about ambition? But to Luffy, it's not about ambition. To Luffy, it's something so fundamentally logical because he doesn't care about ambition. He only cares about being free and being able to throw parties. And without anyone, there is no way he can throw a party. Because what point is there in becoming the Pirate King alone if that means you cannot throw a big party afterwards? Because what is more important to achieving Luffy's goal, more than becoming Pirate King, more than anything else, is friends.
だって他に頼りがいねえ。お前を追いかけなかったら俺は一人になる。一人になるのはいてよりつれえ。
That's why friends are so important to Luffy. That is why across this entire series, Luffy has always cherished his friends above all else. The reason he got strong was to be able to protect them so he'd be able to take every single one of them to the final island and be able to throw this massive party. He cherishes them and looks after them because to him, they are the most important thing in the world, more than anything else, more than even his own dream. At Whole Cake Island, Luffy told Sanji that he could not become Pirate King without him. Not that he didn't want to, but that he literally could not. Because without Sanji, without his friend,
Who's gonna cook at the party?
could not achieve his goal.
You need somebody
At
to cook at
Sabaody,
the party,
when
though.
Luffy lost his friends, he was heartbroken. He felt like he had lost everything. And in the anime, after that, we saw this sequence in Luffy's memory where Luffy reminisces being able to party alongside the Straw Hats. He thinks back to the times they partied together because he realizes he may not be able to party with them ever again. And this is something we see so clearly in chapter 1000. When Kaido and Big Mom ask Luffy to give them this proclamation of being Pirate King just to laugh at his face, Luffy ignores them. He walks past them and just doesn't even think about it. They're not important to him. Luffy defending his dream is not important because at that moment, it's not his top priority. His friends are. He rushes to them, picks up Kinemon, and makes sure that he's alive. Because to Luffy, if there is one thing that is more important than his dream, is his friends. Because how can you throw a party if you don't have friends? What point is there to life if you can't share it with others? But how does this relate to everything else I said previously in this video? Well, because among all these friends, there's someone who is still missing. Someone who needs to be there alongside Luffy to celebrate the party with.
Hey.
Someone who is not yet part of the crew, but who wants to be a part of it and wants to be able to participate in that party. Yamato.
Yeah.
When Ace accidentally told Yamato about Luffy's goal, Yamato mentioned there once was a man who had made that same declaration, and what Ace told Yamato in turn was that, maybe one day I should sit down with him and Luffy for a drink. Ace is saying that he wants to exchange sake with this man, Because this is exactly what they were talking about in regards to Luffy's goal, and it's even what they were likely doing at the moment. Ace and Yamato were partying, they were exchanging sake, which is how they likely even came to talk about this in the first place. Just like Oden joined Roger on his journey and saw just how great of a man Roger was, Yamato wants to do the same, to join Luffy on his journey and be a part of that goal that Luffy shares, to see in Luffy what Oden saw in Roger, to party together with Luffy at the ends of the worlds, to exchange sake with him once he's found the One Piece, or, to put it in other words, what Yamato has been holding on to all this time is the sake I brewed while waiting for you, Straw Hat Luffy.
Bring a little tear to my eye right there. Y'all don't feel like the tear, like your eyes not swelling? Your eyes not swelling, huh? Alright, so it's gonna be the next episode, Secret of the Moon. I don't know if he already has that episode. I think he says it. I think he says when he's dropping. Okay, so he does. He does have episode 2. And I think we probably won't watch that right now, but I think that will be the next.
The story is.
That will be the next. That will be the next reaction video we do. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna do that this week. I might do that next week. I might follow these. What I might do, what I'm thinking of doing, is because he drops these every week, right? So, and he's going to be dropping one tomorrow. So yeah, I might do these weekly. You know, I might catch up to these weekly. What I'm thinking, because I do kind of want to follow these theories that he has in order. So I'll keep you guys posted, because I didn't think when I went into this video, I wasn't expecting this to be like a video series that to do. So, you know, let me know what you guys want to do. Should I do the second one this week? Because I could do it maybe sometime this week, maybe Thursday or something. I don't know, but I don't know when I'm gonna do it. But you guys let me know. You know, let me know on Twitter. I don't know, Twitter or the Facebook group, whatever, or in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you guys want me to do. Do you guys want me to drop another reaction video to a reaction stream to the next episode 2 this week, or should I do these weekly? You know, I'm probably gonna do them weekly, but if you guys really want me to drop them this week, I'll definitely get to it this week. You know, but yeah. But anyway, as far as what Luffy's go, I kind of predicted he was going to say a party. Well, I didn't know for sure he was going to say party, but that's kind of what I was thinking. I was like, you know, Luffy loves his parties, right? At the end of each arc, we get a big party. I think it could also be maybe he wants to be friends with like everybody in the world, you know, at least all the good people in the world, you know. So I think it's either to have the biggest party or be friends with to have a crazy amount of friends, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so as far as what my theory on what the One Piece is, I'm gonna kind of say it now, and I've said it before, so it's really no secret. I'm kind of, you know, I said it might be like information, right? It might be like this. It might be like this huge poneglyph with all the information in the world. You know, it might be something along that line. You know, just this information with all the history in the world. You know, just all this thing. It might be something that could unite the world. You know, I said a gold like a huge gold poneglyph. I could see being a One Piece, because you think of the One Piece, right? And like, you know, I think when I made this prediction, before I do that, let me go solo. Let me go change cam. I said that it's gonna be like the One Piece, right? This one piece of thing with all the history, everything you could know in the world, everything to either unite the world or cause chaos within the world, you know. But it's gonna be this one piece of information, you know. That's kind of a prediction I made, you know. But I don't know. Who knows what the One Piece is? But apparently, Arthur, the Library of Ohara, he made a claim that he knows what the One Piece is, and through this video series, we will find out what the One Piece is. Shane says, so touching, right? Haha. Shedding man tears internally, right? Just make you swell up on the inside, like your heart kind of draws a tear, He said, just see how you feel, bro. But yeah, it's real touching though. But yeah, so let me know your guys. What do you guys think the One Piece is? As we continue through this video series, maybe your guys' opinion on what the One Piece is may change. So, let me know. Through each video, let me know. Maybe if it changes, let me know. But anyway, that's pretty much it for the reaction. That's it for the video. So it's pretty much it for the reaction video. Go check out Arthur, the Library of Ohara. Go to his page. Give the original video a like. The link to the original video will be in the comments. So, or in the description box. I'll put the link in there so you guys could go check out the original video and all his other stuff. If you don't want to wait for me to react to it, you could go check out the other videos. Like I said, if you go to the link that I put in the description box, it will take you to his video, and he has links to the other videos. He has links to the he has links to the other episodes. I think he has 3 episodes out right now, and he's dropping the 4th one tomorrow. Yeah, so he has 3 episodes out. We just watched episode 1. He has 2 other episodes, and he'll be dropping the 4th episode tomorrow. So yeah, so I might end up kind of doing the other videos this week, so I could catch up with his releases, so then I could when he drops a episode, I could do a reaction video right there and then, or the day after, one or the other. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all want. Anyway, that's going to be the stream, been sitting on for like an hour. It was a good video. Good videos. He didn't drop anything crazy like some of the other theory videos that we've seen. But again, this is going to be a series, so, we're probably going to get that big bomb at the end of the series, But yeah, go to his channel, go support him. Subscribe to my channel, hit that like button. And again, follow me on all my other social media, Instagram, Twitter, all that. Anyway, I'm out of here. It's your boy, Sean Peter Blumf God. Hey! Y'all have a good night.